Greetings, fellow travelers. Welcome to the New Age Reborn in Power campaign. I am your lore master for the journey, MS Arthadian. And we have made it to the 11th session of this campaign. Today, I've got an announcement for the Arthadian Anthologies podcast that's tied directly with this campaign here. The next Reborn in Power series has officially been scheduled for May 16th. It is titled The Foundation. And it follows two chosen from distant backgrounds who faced the war for command in Cycle 128 ACR. Be sure to check out the podcast for more series as they are released in correlation to this campaign. As of right now, the Doctor series is reaching its 12th entry on Thursday. If you haven't yet, be sure to check it out over at arthadiananthologies.com/podcast or wherever you find your podcasts. Now, without further ado, here is the official Squad 19. So, Arak, baton pass.
Oh, before Arak, could I ask a question
Sure.
for reference for our listeners and viewers?
Sure.
What is happening right now? This is not. The baton is on
This
the floor.
breaks. This breaks the mold. For reference, you said that the podcast takes time at 186.
The current timeline is that you guys' stuff is cycle 140 ACR.
There you go.
The new series is going to be taking place in 128. So about what is that?
It's in the past.
That's 12 cycles before this campaign. So yeah. Thank you for letting me clear that up.
Frame of
Another moment of
reference.
time for a rock to appear in, I suppose.
It is
Okay,
it is an
I
anthology
scoop the
after all.
baton and hand it to Arak.
Arak.
Oh, okay. Finally.
Would you give it to the non-moderator?
Hello, I'm Alien Novan. I play Araka Vantaman. Here you go, Sai. And
Thanks, Arak. Hi, I'm Sai. I'm your local internet cryptid, and man, pizza is very good. Here, Liam.
Man
Liam
pizza.
is here. Nomming on some pizza.
Yeah, these two are eating the pizza. I'm over here just chilling,
Starving.
Yeah.
Sorry, Liam. I snatched the baton away. Yeah, have it back.
Still holding on to it. What dare you?
No,
You gotta make
Marmaduke took it from
a
you.
special baton skill or feat.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I should probably connect to the server.
Oh my gosh.
Why are we off the
Professional,
rails
don't
already?
worry.
This isn't like us.
Hey, this is very natural. Some interesting stuff is going to be happening in this session, so we'll see what happens. But Marmaduke, you have anything to shill for us?
Does Liam have anything? Liam, speak.
Liam is here, nomming on some pizza.
That's
Oh,
all
okay,
that's all he
cool.
wants to say.
All right, cool. I'm just now offering the baton around. So I'm here. Hello, I'm Matt Waterstone's author. You can find me on Minds. You can find me on Substack now.
Yeah.
Because I recently started doing some of that. mattwaterhouse.substack.com, where you'll find short stories and something a little bit longer soon once I've finished writing it. And I've got books and stuff. Find them on Amazon. And I'm playing Marmaduke 9. Marmaduke 9 is here. The mustache is waxed, and we're going shopping for his favorite thing.
Better than diamonds.
It's not even shopping. You get to choose which one you want. You don't even have to pay anything for it. All right. Well, with that being said, with everyone getting the baton at least once in this little introduction, we are
I
ready.
got it twice. Haha, suckers.
We are ready to begin the 11th session of the New Age. So, without further ado, let's get this recording all set. Okay, here we go. Last time, in the New Age, our chosen all had some strange dreams throughout the night. Sai encountered a younger brother who turned out to be a Magenium goddess, known as Neum. After waking, Sai walked out of her room to see Alvora leaving. As she said farewell to her, Marmaduke was in the middle of a dream of his first memory after the reset. The world he crashed on, Rento, a world where they had recently discovered interplanetary travel. Meanwhile, Sai felt a strain come from her enhancement slot where Marm was connected from before. She went to recalibrate it near the couch where it seemed Liam was sleeping. While asleep, Liam began speaking to the unknown entity who seems to be granting him some newfound crafting abilities. His next task on the path is to apparently help Marmaduke 9. While next to Liam, Sai watched as the Kron sat up while sleeping, acting as though he was typing on a computer. And lastly, Arak encountered his two brothers in a mucky swamp. It turned out to be the Duskian embodiment, Primius, that seemed to have followed our Reticon chosen from Moriat. Then, our chosen all awoke, making some breakfast, receiving some news about a pillar-renowned scientist running for a Vicronic Senate seat. And Commander Kurter messaged about heading over to retrieve the squad to take them all to General Rives Plutel. Once reaching the General's chamber, although having a very intimidating presence, the dynamic in the chamber felt relaxed. General Plutel addressed each of our chosen and explained Directive 140 to them. A squad name was also decided, specifically said by Buddy. Squad 119, or 119s, or however they want to be referred to as, are now being escorted by Operative Micah to the Core Command hangar bay in the center of Pillar Command. That's where we will begin our session. So, as the doors to hangar S19, since that's what you guys wanted to call it, open up, well, let me have them open up for you. I got a little sound effect for you. Here we go. Here's the door opening. The doors are opening up.
Fancy.
And what you see are 3 pods docked and a medium-sized spacecraft over to the left of each of you. The medium-sized spacecraft is actually like really, really big. A lot bigger than these spacecrafts. These spacecrafts probably are about the size of a 2-story house or so. The medium-sized spacecraft looks like a yacht, like a big yacht kind of thing. But yeah, you see before you these ships. You hear in the background the people who are walking around this cosmic station. But yeah, you are inside here. You see several engineers all walking around fixing up these ships. You see one in particular who's over in a corner checking what looks like a ship manifest on a large tablet, and a little table. And what would you like to do as you all enter inside this little hangar here? Oh, big hangar.
Immediately gauging Marmaduke's reaction.
Marmaduke, what's your reaction to this?
Immediately, eyes light up. Immediately, I start examining the 3 craft.
As you examine the 3 crafts, I would like you to roll me a piloting with intellect, please.
Oh, very good.
If there's 4 of us, why are there only 3 ships?
I don't think you were playing for Liam. And aren't there 5?
There are actually 4 ships here. There are 3 ships that they don't look similar, but they're around kind of the same size, whereas there's a massive one over in the corner.
Bigger is better.
I'm going to have 2.
You see Micah is also here and looks over. He's like, you guys get to choose between these 3 pods right here, and motions towards the 3 in front of you. You see one that is
That's
rather...
That's 29.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
It's with intellect, so it's +1. 29.
Well, Marmaduke, you look at these three. You see one that is rather armored up. It looks like more of an armored slash cargo class pod, whereas there's one that looks like a stealth pod. And you also see one that looks like it has a lot of guns on it. Well, three gunner ports that you can. Well, it depends on the type of flying you're going to be doing out in space, but you imagine there is a stealth going on to different ships, going in like hiding between different places, but it's probably not going to have as much combat capabilities as you might want if you are to head into combat. Whereas gunner pods tend to have more combat capabilities and being able to actually detect stealth pods and stuff. Whereas the armored pod usually has a lot more space in it and comes with like heavier armor. It's not going to have as many guns or like the best guns that you can have, but it is definitely heavily armored.
Big chunker.
I'm gravitating immediately toward. So we have an SCP-6K. That's the stealth command pod. And we have a GCP-AD. That's the gunner command pod. And we have a cargo one that I'm sort of only got half my eye on. That's it's a Series 10. It's all right. But the other two are a bit more. A bit more my speed. They're a bit more dancey.
Engineer, over in the corner. I would like you to roll me a just go ahead and roll me a perception check. Let me know your total.
Who?
You'll find out.
Liam.
Oh, wait, go ahead.
Who?
Engineer.
Liam, hell.
18.
You want me to do an engineer?
No, not you. You suddenly see the engineer over by the ship manifest listen to Marmaduke spouting off a bunch of facts about these ships.
Like a
Engineer,
nerd.
you look over and you see the three what looks like a 4-person squad and a command officer, a Yen, very attractive command officer, operative. That is standing there, looks over towards you, and nods as you stand up and you walk over.
So, what do you,
So-
it seems like you guys are looking at this masterpiece, aren't you?
You see
Which one, my dear fellow?
You see an engineer with what looks like a actually describe how your character looks.
Well, has like one of those hats, like military hats, but kind of slanted off.
Like a beret kind of thing.
Beret, kind of clean shaven, but has eyes that has seen some action once in a while. So he's looks like a newbie, but acts a bit more mature and experienced.
They're all masterpieces, my friend, if you know what you're looking for.
That is true. But
Yeah, that big one over there looks pretty good. Looking at the
Hush, Liam. Hush.
That is going to be Commander Curtis. Well, that is our vessel that we'll be taking. But you all get to choose between one of these three. Hamel, and you see Micah looks over towards you. Would you like to kind of explain to them what they have to offer? If you'd like, you can switch over to the actual screen so that those who are watching on the stream can actually see what we're about to talk about. Okay, so we got first one up. Oh, it looks like it's shuffling through. Oscar, if you go onto it, you should be able to like stop the actual what's it called? It shuffles through them. Yeah, it's a little slideshow. We'll start with the stealth command pod. So if Hamel, the engineer here, would like to explain what each of these command pods have to offer.
well, sir, as you can see, this first one seems, pretty small, but in itself has at the right hands packs a punch. Has a stealth. It's a stealth command pod 6000. As you can see, it has stealth generator, stealth thrusters for those maneuvers where you had to go in and out. Stealth field has a ray that will, if when it comes to it, would help you in a gritty pickle, if you would say. I would highly recommend this if you would want to have more into espionage, something that you would want to go in and out past without detections.
Mm-hmm. And then on to the next one.
This, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. It's more of a slugger, as you would say. The Armored Command Pod Series 10. For it, if you wanted, if you're really worried about, how would you say, hits, and you're not saying the cowardly type, but someone who would want to, not die easily, this is your go-to ship right here. Has a shield field, a shield generator, rocket thrusters, pod bay, just in case if it gets destroyed or something like that.
It does have an escape pod. You hear Micah say, it's like, and also a fighter pod too. Looking over at Marmaduke, if you want to have two pods in action going around and fighting any others, if you're in a dogfight, at least. But I don't expect the Daimyo Cortex to have very high naval capacity in space. At least our reports don't.
I'm going to just steady my breathing. I'm going to just steady my breathing.
Does that ship
Rock
sound a little
gives
better now?
him a pat on the back.
That should be better.
Thank you, Rock. You are my rock, Rock.
He smiles.
You see Hamill looking over at each of you.
And you guys have one hell of dynamic right there. I like that. Well, just to breathe it and just to line up the usual, I will say that the last one is somewhat in the middle. A gunner command pod alpha design, one where it's kind of like in the middle, stealthy, tanky, but its premise though is the guns. So whoever has a happy trigger finger would want to use this, especially if you could detect others with the radar field. A lot of torpedoes, not a lot, but sufficient enough to get the job done. And still thrusters just in case if it's kind of speedy, but not as much.
I believe Hamill. Doesn't this one have the barrel thrusters, which allows for a easier way to shift directions while in space? That way you can actually probably get a better vantage point on others' spacecrafts.
That is true, Command Rika. With this, you would be able to be stealthy without being the need to stealth, trying to flank and maneuver yourself in a position where you could get the job done easily.
Mm-hmm. As you guys look at these three vessels, go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. See which one you want to choose. If you want, you can go back to the map page. Oscar.
Sai is clearly eyeing the stealth pod.
Okay.
I realize that. All right, look, I want all of them, but I know that we're a team, so we must choose correctly. Must choose a good one for all of us. And I can see you looking at the stealth pod there, Sai. That's a good choice. But what's our mission profile?
Seems, from what I've seen and heard from you guys, you're more of the louder type. I haven't heard much stealthing from you guys.
I mean, there was that
A
one
little
time.
bit. It was kind of
There was that one time where
climbed around a couple buildings. I mean, that's my more preferred set of operations. But again, one body in a team of 5.
That's what the little fighter can be used for, right?
there's not as much gunning capabilities on the stealth pod. That is the thing.
But we got 2 sharpshooters. We got Marmaduke and
Oh, I won't be shooting any. I'm going to be flying. I'm going to be flying. With
Wait, did you say Iraq was the sharpshooter?
Iraq has a pretty decent name when he's not on Spice.
You do remember Liam.
Did you see Liam? Did you see Liam shooting?
I was like, did you
He
forget?
was on Spice.
Rook thinks of the hammer that he won at the carnival. And he
Yeah,
smiles.
he did win a cool hammer.
They all have such benefits. Let's,
Well,
Mr. Hamill, may I?
In space, I'd rather have the cargo space chock full of supplies.
You do. Michael looks over. He's like, I mean, there is a cargo space, but the other 2 have crafting bays. Liam.
Nope, there's no choice. Screw that one.
You want one with a crafting bay?
The stealth and gunner have crafting bays. The
Wait, what? Dang it.
what? You wanted the armor one?
Yeah, a little baby ship.
Hold on, let's
I mean, you could
Mr.
always
Hamill.
get a crafting bay later on. If you
Yeah,
want.
no.
And put it in the cargo.
That's always an option.
Yeah.
Mr. Hamill, may I take a look at the data of these? You have a pad there. May I peruse the data?
Sure.
You
Thank
Hamill pulls
you.
out codex and hands it over to you, Marmaduke. What exactly
Thank you.
are you looking for specifically?
I'm just sort of looking over what each of these things has. So, all right, team. Here's what we have. So we've got crafting bays in the stealth and the gunner, and Liam. Those are for Liam. The big one has a fighter, but here's my an escape pod. But here's my
and a
thought.
stealth pod as well. It has 3 pods.
It has a stealth pod as well. Oh my. Well, here are my thoughts. Obviously, I'm going to want to be piloting one of those pods. And if I'm piloting one of those pods, I'm not piloting the ship. And if we're a crunch, I would rather be at the helm of the ship. So
I'm not a
we can
bad
be less of
pilot
a
either.
crunch. Oh, really, Liam?
That is landing, and I was not in control.
So aside from landing, you're fine.
You hear Buddy say,
That's
I
yes.
have expertise in co-pilot and pilot.
Yeah, see, me and Buddy make a perfect team.
If you upload me to the ship's systems, I may be able to pilot while you go and use the fighter pod, Marmaduke.
Buddy. Buddy. I'm probably going to be welded to that piloting seat.
That doesn't make any sense. Do you have enhancement slots on your butt?
If it will help me pilot, I'll get them. But here's what our mission. I feel like our mission profile. I feel like the armored one. The armored one having the three separate things.
I do
pretty
like
good.
options.
The
I like
options are good.
options.
The options are very good. And just looking at the stations here and the interior, the armored carrier, the armored pod, and the gunner pod both have 3 barracks for people to stay in, which means we have a bit more room, which means our little buddy over here, our little Cabot, has more room to run around and frolic. And we're more comfy, and we can have guests over.
I feel like armored is more like mobile based, and
That's what I was thinking. The mothership.
yeah,
May
Big
I see the diagrams that you are looking at, Marmaduke?
Of course. Hop up on the shoulder, buddy, and let's have a look.
Buddy goes and
I'll lean down.
pops off and checks it out. It's like, scan complete. It seems as though... Oh. Interesting. Are you sure you don't want to get the gunner pod, Marmaduke? It has barrel thrusters. They are quite intriguing. And I think, as a pilot yourself, you might enjoy using them.
Yes, I know.
Plus torpedoes track your targets. If you're able to use the radar field at the same time as using torpedoes, you can track stealth pods around you.
Oh, you know how much I love torpedoes, buddy. Torpedoes are so good.
It's a good thing that each of these have 3 drive cores.
That is good.
The drive core can also be used as a pretty good weapon.
Maybe that's a bad idea, buddy.
Tell me more, but tell me more once we pick a ship.
The armored,
We all have drive cores.
the armored command pod, though, it is very armored.
I see. So, I'm looking at something here for you, Sai. The Gunner Command Pod's class is Gunner and Research, which means lots of fun sensors and things, and you're quite good with those. And Arok, it has lots and lots of guns, and you're very good with those. And Liam,
Not
you're
bad.
also good with those. Oh, go.
I feel like when we were talking about the space capacity of the armored command pod, that was like the next step option of a better version, obviously, once we get to next step of having like wanting a mobile base. But for right now, that's not something we need.
It seems as though the handling is better on the stealth command pod.
Yes, I know. I was looking at that too. Oh.
Maybe we should stop giving him ideas there, buddy. You're kind of overwhelming him.
Oh, I didn't realize I can overwhelm.
Yeah, I think he's
Think
having
of it this way, buddy. His processors are re-looping over the same
Oh,
information.
there's also
as
more
you add
thrusters
more-
on the stealth pod.
Yeah.
More thrusters. Hang on.
As you keep adding information, it resets the loop, adding the information to the loop, and adding more loops to the cycle.
Arok, I need my rock. Arok, what do you think? What do you think?
Rock turns around and looks at the ships that he was gazing upon before, furrowing his brow. This one, as he points to the gunner, or this one, as he points to the armored. He's not entirely sure, but he has a good feeling about those two.
I would be willing to compromise between stealth and armor by going for gunner.
But doesn't the armor have stealth capabilities?
No.
It has shield fields.
One bit of it does. Pod.
Yeah, it's a little stealth pod, which is mainly for infiltrating into other spacecrafts. Whereas the stealth pod itself can like go and land on the other like larger spacecrafts, and you guys can go as a full squadron to try to go inside. Whereas the little pod only holds
See, that
like
really
1 to 3
really
people.
speaks to me.
The stealth pod speaks to you.
I like having the first strike, you know?
I just don't know. Does it have the? But does the stealth even have the capabilities of finishing off a ship?
I hope you guys have settled in. This is going to be the whole session. Choosing this is a big decision.
For our listeners and viewers out there, we've had this information
For the past
for a good 24. Yeah, we've been humming over it in chat. We've been humming over it here. No conclusion has been made.
I would definitely have a personal pick, but
Go for it.
what's Liam's pick?
What is Liam's pick?
Yeah, exactly. So things are different.
Yes, what's Liam's?
Liam's.
Leon is
Leon's?
my evil twin brother.
Leon?
Just sounds French.
You see Michael look
Leon.
back at you guys, and it's like, all right, well, I'm going to be heading out right now. You guys figure out what you're going to choose, and then let me know. Let Commander Carter know, and as soon as you go inside, each of these pods has a mission briefings chamber. So once you go inside there, you can input your codex information, and then the Directive 140 will pop up and show you the missions that you will be embarking on. Right?
I give him a half-hearted wave, and I like gesture to the group to come into like a football huddle with our arms attempted to go over each of our shoulders. Might be kind of hard with a rock. To lean in to like.
You see Buddy gets
Alright.
gets into the center of it and is just like hopping around to who's talking and who's.
Sorry, I'll be right back.
All right, so what's going on? Are we whispering? I don't know. Are we? Are we not?
I mean, we don't need to whisper. I don't think that's a necessary thing.
Okay.
Juncture.
Hemel is just standing there like looking at over you guys.
Can Hemel come into the huddle?
Yeah, Hemel, do you want in the huddle?
Sure.
Yes, come over. Come over.
And these guys are a tight knit group. I like it.
All right, well, you guys are in a
All
huddle.
right. All right,
We're
what are your
staring each other
thoughts?
down.
Because I've just spotted something that could be pretty useful. But what do you think?
Marm, I trust your piloting skills. From what I've seen, it looks pretty nice. I would rather you pick something that you can show off a bit in. And you'd have fun showing off a bit in.
It's music to my ears. And you're making me want to pick the stealth one because it has the best handling, but I must think of the group. All right. Here's my thought. The thought I just had. We've been undone a little by things sneaking up on us. Like I was kicked into a coma, and something buzzed over our heads over the wreck of Liam's ship, and it sent the two of you into goodness knows where. The gunner has a radar generator, which is going to help us perhaps detect things that are trying to sneak up on us. And I don't like being snuck up on.
Does it detect radars?
You know what? I think it probably will do that.
Well, yeah, by definition, in order to find something, you need to send something out, and that's how you detect the radars.
Right. And then when we send out the radars and detect the radars, we can blow them up with torpedoes. And then Sai, you can analyze the wreckage with all the research equipment on board.
Okay.
And Buddy can run around and that's got a lot of room. Got 3 barracks. As much as I would love that handling stat there.
You need it?
I mean, if you want me to show off, but I think on the stealth, I mean. But I
Yes.
just feel like that gunner pod is going to play to our strengths as a unit, as a squadron.
Yeah, it seems like a good start.
So, are we choosing the Gunner Command Pod Alpha design?
Well, how much time do we have?
How much time do you have?
Yeah.
I
this
mean,
is a typical animated series with 11 minutes. 22.
I mean, you have as much time as you want to take.
All right. Well, we've only been on this for.
Are you talking about are you talking about out of character?
Yeah, remember we're doing this all. This is the whole episode.
Oh, you have about an
We gotta
hour
take
left.
everything- we gotta take everything on a test pilot.
Oh. Test. We're going to get to
I
the
almost wanted to do that, but let's not. That would literally take probably 2 sessions.
all right. Here's my thought. All right. Here are my thoughts. Wait, what was I saying? I forgot what I was going to say.
Gunner.
Should we
were on
have
Gunner.
We're on Gunner. Yeah. What do you reckon? Should we?
I'd be satisfied with a Gunner. The Rock seemed like Gunner was one of his choices.
Gunner seems good.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right. Okay. We haven't, now that we're a team and we've got a name and everything, we worked out like a hands in the middle, say a thing and raise the hands in the air. Woo. That's a thing that the Marmadukes used to do, you see, in their squadrons.
Is Hamill? We gotta make Hamill's still in.
Hamill is still there.
Oh, Hamill, yeah, you join in on the hands in the middle thing. Yeah, totally.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
So, you guys put your hands in the middle together, looking at this. Your hands all kind of being placed onto each other. Marmaduke, you had your hand down first, and you see each of the hands getting placed down on top of yours. I'd like you to roll me a discipline check.
That's crazy.
Oh,
You promised. You didn't fail this. I promise.
Wait, not,
Thank you, Sai, for rolling a discipline check.
Can I take 28? Is that all right?
Is that everyone or?
It's just me.
oh, that's crazy, man.
Everyone.
That's crazy.
Okay.
17.
Marmaduke, as you put your hand out and everyone puts their hands on top of yours, you for a second feel a slight headache coming on, and
And
Marmaduke.
And suddenly I feel the desire to kidnap Hamill. I don't when he goes silent.
Marmaduke has found his platonic soulmate. Hamill is coming with now.
Marmaduke, you look at your hands, and then it's almost like everything kind of flickers for a second, and you see you can hear the ambiance of a spacecraft around you, and you hear Marmaduke Squadron, and then you see everyone's hands piled onto each other, and you look up and you see the eyes of 2, and you see next to him is 7, who looks at you with a smirk. And you take 42 points to your stamina.
Oh boy.
What's your stamina
Well, it's going to be probably in the 20s, I imagine.
Okay.
What's my stamina? Actually, I don't know what my bloody stamina is. Let me check. A tad too far. Alright, let's
62
see.
currently.
What is it?
If you
62.
hold down shift and cursor over yourself, you'll see your stat.
Right. So 62 minus what is 48?
42.
42, 20. I have 20 stamina left.
You feel a strain come onto you as you have your hand out, and everyone sees Marmaduke eyes wince a bit. Sigh. As you look at Marmaduke, you get this sensation from before, but it's not as prevalent as it was when you were experiencing it. But you can see on Marmaduke's face the same thing that he goes through every single time. What do you do? Hello?
Hello?
Hello. What do you do, Sai?
What do you do, Sai?
Oh, damn.
Have a
I feel like I missed a couple words there.
Well, Sai, you can definitely tell that Marmaduke just had a significant fragment.
All right, I'm gonna put my hands on his chest and help mimic breathing and analyze check.
Okay. Marmaduke, you see Sai go and place her hand on your chest. As you analyze him, Sai, you can tell that there's definitely something like this, whatever Marmaduke just said, that the other Marmadukes used to do this, and you feel like maybe it spurred on something in his mind.
New traditions based off old ones, eh?
Maybe not. Maybe not so based off old ones. Let's just go with new ones.
To new traditions.
New traditions.
to the new.
Hamill, you're watching this. This is kind of like odd.
He's
A little bit of a ragtag bunch.
is your friend here again?
Probably
I
one of
give
the
a
better
I give a
ones of us.
so gesture with my hands.
Oh, I mean, if it's normal and you guys can handle it, it's all good, no?
Rock turns down to Hamill and says, "This happens a lot. Don't worry about it."
Go ahead. Hamill, go ahead. Just roll me a check. Just roll me straight. What's the total on the die?
13.
All right. Well, as you look over at this guy, and the Redicon saying that this happens a lot, you get kind of uncomfortable thinking that, hey, is that a good thing for a pilot to be having happen to him?
Now this is a predicament right here.
What do you do, Hamlet?
I'll turn to them and say, "You sure? I mean, I want to go against your knit group. I can see how you guys are really connected, but are you sure he is capable? I'll give you that. But is he if it's between accuracy and precision, can he be precise? He is accurate, but can he be precise in the most dire of needs where he'll be there, fully functional, and get you out and help you rather than being immobilized by these I'll call it, well, these episodes."
There's only really one way to find out.
Marmaduke, you hear this.
I'll have you know, Hamel, you provide ships, so I love you dearly, but I must tell you, I have never let these people down, except for the couple of times when I was
was brainwashing
mind controlled
involved,
by something
yes.
else.
But even then, sharpshooter.
That was a separate issue.
That was a separate issue, but I came back. I was pulled back from the fray by this group of friends.
I won't question that then. I'll just have
They'll help me fly through. Don't worry. You're a man. You're a ship man, and I like that. And you don't want to see me scratch the paint or crash.
Well, you are right.
Everyone turns to Liam.
I see this. Wait, is there another problem I should be worried about?
No, you nothing to worry about.
I have never crashed a ship,
What's your name again?
Rock says.
Oh, I've been hearing it's a rock, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you haven't heard. Actually, you did hear.
We
you
keep
did
on
hear.
doing this. We never introduce names.
You did hear
Wow.
his name.
Like,
When
what was it? Marmaduke
Yeah.
said that.
Marmaduke said, "A rock, be my rock."
Said, a rock, be my rock.
No, it seems that there is a rock here, at least in this group. Someone who, like, the spiritual connection to tether all of you together. Oh, you know what? That's good enough for me. So I hope you guys have fine right there.
We got one
God,
steady
save
person
yourself.
in a group of personalities. Yeah.
You see, Hamill kind of nods to you all and goes back to his work, checking out the pods, and you guys can go about heading into this pod to check out your ship and stuff. Yeah.
We're going to have to get packing and get moving in.
So you guys go into the gunner command pod?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I think I changed my mind.
Well, let's hear it.
No, Gunner seems good.
Okay. So as you guys go up, you see the door to the as you walk up to the doors of this gunner command pod, you see as you get up to it, you see a little what looks like a camera on it that begins to scan over you all and scans onto you guys' codexes as the doors open up. And you guys can begin to walk inside. As you walk inside to see this gunner command pod, let me actually go to it to make sure I know exactly what's inside of it.
Ooh, is there a blueprint?
I don't have a blueprint.
Are there
Unfortunately.
deck plans? Do you have deck plans?
There's a cockpit. As soon as you guys enter inside, you see a lounge area that is more of a. It seems more of a rectangular lounge area with a couch, a little kitchen spot, and you see the doors to multiple different chambers. You see what looks like a platform that, as you go up to it, it raises up into what looks like a cockpit, and you see a pilot's chair and a co-pilot's chair inside here, as well as two other chairs that can be set behind them. You also see there is a generator chamber where you see the radar fields that are attached to the generator. There are 5 radar fields inside here. You also see another chamber. As Liam, you go inside and you see multiple crafting stations inside here. This crafting bay, and there's a lot of different pieces inside here. About 30 uses of crafting materials for you to work on stuff.
Nice.
There are also the 3 gunner ports that you guys can go. You guys can go into. You see there is a ray port which holds the kinetic ray, which is a very, very powerful weapon if you were to use it. It is a KR MS3, and then you have an RB MS3 as well, which is a radiation blaster, and then torpedoes as well. You only have 4 torpedoes that are filled up to the brim, and there is a drive core chamber. Liam, as you go inside this drive core chamber, I'd like you to roll me a discipline check.
Discipline will check. Discipline will check. It looks like that. Yep, there it is. 14.
You look at the drive core chamber and you can't help but recall the energy beams shooting out from it. You opening the door within that split-second decision and vaporizing that robotic monstrosity. You begin to shake a little bit as you think about this.
Yeah, that's a good weapon.
Do we notice this?
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
I don't know if it went through, but there was a nervous chuckle and the statement.
Marmaduke, you do notice this.
I'll just pat him on the shoulder. You all right there, Liam?
Oh yeah. I think I'll handle it. Just no zombie robots, please.
Liam, I'm like, I believe out of all of us in here, you are the most likely one to accidentally create zombie robot things.
You're not wrong.
We'll keep
Zombie
an eye
robot?
out for you.
You mean Proto?
We're gonna turn around and find Proto on her ship one of these days.
Don't worry, guys. I have a way to solve this.
Does this have to do with your whole thrusters can be used as weapons thing you were talking about?
Thrusters can, but no, the drive core.
Yes. Is this anything to do with your whole drive cores can be used as weapons?
There was a zombie robot thing in the ship. Had a little malfunction with my gun, and all I had was a drive core.
Concerning. Is Hamill still with us, or is Hamill
Hamill
long
is
gone?
outside right now.
Okay. Maybe a little good with that.
Almost peaced out.
He didn't want anything to do with what we have to offer.
But yeah, there is also another chamber that you guys have not checked out yet. You believe it should be the mission briefing chamber.
Mm.
Will you be going inside to check out your missions?
And hear the news.
Inamo. I just want to sort of sit in the pilot seat for a moment.
Okay. You
Sort
go.
of.
I'll sit in
Liam.
the co-pilot.
Yeah. Liam. You too. And Buddy, why not? In fact, everybody.
All the buddies.
Well,
All the buddies.
do you need something, Marmaduke?
Yes, just sort of I don't want anyone to panic or worry or anything like that. Because what I'm about to ask is a little, well, it could. It's the sort of conversation that could worry. It's just, Liam, you mentioned you're a fair pilot.
I mean, I can.
Is this more mind control?
Well, it's sort of on my mind after the incident in the hangar bay. You mentioned that you can fly, and Buddy also mentioned that he can interface with the systems and do all that.
Oh yeah, that's what he was good at.
There may come
It
a
is
point.
what I was designed for.
Brilliant. There may come a time where, and I'm one of my happiest experiences is flying a ship. But there may come a time where something happens and I'm compromised. If that's the case, Liam and Buddy, we're all going to be trusting you to take the helm. And I want you to do it even if I don't want you to do it. If that makes sense. I may not be in my right mind at the time.
Okay.
All right, I think we could manage that.
Okay, good.
I will
Good.
return some.
I will make sure not to crash land the ship.
I mean,
good.
what are the chances we'll have to land the ship? Well, I think we'll be fine, buddy.
I'll teach you how to land a ship before this happens. But the priority. We are a squadron, and the priority is the squadron.
Yes.
And I don't want anything. I don't want people dying because I'm compromised.
Guardian Squad 19, Hyperforce go.
Hyperforce go! That's it.
No,
That's it right there.
yeah,
We've got
yeah,
it.
16 rolls off the tongue pretty well.
Rolls off the tongue.
Do we need to redo the squad cheer?
The squad cheer.
Do we have to do a little jump at the end?
Yes, and impose.
I
It's
like
all part of
jumping.
it.
Look, I can jump, and you see Buddy like hop
Oh
off
no, when
hop
did we
off the
start?
ground by an inch. It's like, I jump.
Yeah,
That is a jump. It's happening. It's happening now.
What? You need me to fly the ship now?
No, not right now. Not right now. I'm okay right now. But if something happens,
He said to overtake him even if he says he doesn't want you to.
it's-
damn it,
You lost your flying privileges.
damn it. When I'm compromised, I specifically said when I'm compromised. Don't make me draw up a contract that we both sign.
Should you? Am I a part of this squad?
Yeah.
course.
You are more than part of the squad. You are family.
I am family.
Oh yes.
Hey, Arak.
He looks down at the floor.
It's good that you can hear me now.
Yeah. He responds with a smile.
You see, Buddy looks over like, should we go and check out the missions now?
We should probably should keep our promise with these guys. They did just give us a city.
A city?
A city.
Sorry, I was looking at something.
Liam's having flashbacks now. Oh no.
I know Arok, Marmaduke, and Sai would have won a city, but I don't know about Liam. He came a bit too late for that one.
Oh, but I've subverted and took all the glory.
He had city FOMO. Now it's sorted.
And you see Buddy looks over, is like, all right, maybe we should go and check out the missions, shall we?
Buddy, the only one keeping us on track.
Yes, let's do it. Let's go be heroes.
Buddy goes and begins to tip-top over to the mission chamber.
Let's see what's.
This ship looks like a heart, honestly.
As
Oh, it does now.
a little bit more atomically correct than stereotypical.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Ooh,
Even.
I'm getting FTL vibes. Where's the?
Oh man, that's such a good game.
It's brilliant. Where are we? Is it this
Down.
chamber in the middle?
Over here, where Buddy is.
Oh, of course.
It's the Alien Ovan original.
As you guys enter into this mission chamber, you see that it is completely
Wait.
empty.
In the spirit of FTL, which is the room where we can open all the doors, blow us? I mean, blow the. Like,
Well, first
blow
we need to
invaders
know where
out
the
into space.
vent doors too.
I mean, there is an airlock area over by where you entered.
Excellent.
But as you guys enter inside here, it is completely empty currently. But you would suddenly, all of you guys here on your codexes, a what do you do?
Ooh,
What's that noise? Arok says.
it's your codex. Do you not get calls?
I mean, I've sent messages, but I don't know if I've called any of you.
Arok
Sure.
goes to check if it's his codex.
You guys check your codex and you see a little file that has opened saying that is labeled Directive 140. You may click on it. Spam. You click on it. As you click on it, it says please link up with the mission archive. And but as soon as you did click on it and it says this, you hear and coming out of the center of this chamber is what looks like a circular console that begins to extend upward. And you see a little slot that you could actually put your codex into.
I slot in my normal codex.
You go and slot in the codex that is connected with your Directive 140. As it connects, you see it. It looks like there is a mission archive that says Directive 140 at the top, and it also says that there are two two missions that are available currently. One that says secret coordinates. It says DT2, rank 1. And then there is Rento Run, which is DT2, rank 2. I would like Marmaduke 9 to roll me a lore check.
Ooh. So say them again.
Secret coordinates is DT2 rank 1. I'll type them inside our little squad 19 chat.
Lovely.
So yeah, first one is secret coordinates.
Secret coordinates and Rento Run.
Yes, and Rento Run.
Now I can't roll any lore, but I will, unless it's hiding. It's not hiding. All right, so that's just a. Oh, it's been a while since I've done that. Oh, and I need to actually type it. Good grief. Apologies, Twitch. And so it's bloody hell. It's a crit, whatever it is.
Yeah, so it should add your intellect. So 24.
Add my that's 24. Yes.
Unless you have anything else that you can add with lore.
What type of lore?
It would just
Lore.
be lore intellect.
25 in that case.
25. Okay, yeah. Rento is the that's the world you crash landed on, and the world that you were helped by, recovered from when you crashed. And they also hold array annual pod tournaments for crafting pods and flying pods and all that stuff. And you know Rento Run to be one of the pod races. But you do notice that there's this thing. It's a DT. You don't know what that necessarily means. Actually, no. Actually, the two hunters, Arak and Marmaduke, know what DT means. It means difficulty tier.
Okay.
So difficulty tier, and the rank of it is also like how, so there's 3 tiers of difficulty, 1, 2, and 3, and then the rank of it will also determine how significant the mission might be. So secret coordinates, and Rento Run. Which one would you guys like to hear a synopsis for?
I'm curious about the run.
I am as well. I have some history with the planet Rento,
All right.
which I think would Sai know that I have history with the planet Rento. If Sai has seen.
Sai has seen your memories, but Sai has not, doesn't necessarily know that is the name of the world.
I have planetary. I could check.
I would probably say it's where I crash landed a long time
They
ago.
say that on Planet Rento, there still exists a blockbuster.
Yeah, Sai, you have never all you would know about this world would be what Marmaduke, what you've seen from Marmaduke's, and what Marmaduke just told you that he crash landed there. So you're just kind of putting two and two together.
File stored.
As you guys open up this mission, you see the synopsis appears. It says, there is a tech gen from the Jorn galaxy of the Dwarven Citadel seeking aid to recover a stolen generator. The generator has been tracked through Rento Run, a pod racing track that is known for its canyon routes. Meet with tech gen Marcus Jorn at the Avix station on Rento CC3-28. Compensation will be 3,500 volts to any squad that recovers the stolen generator. Directive 140, there's a Directive 140 section that specifically states The entry received by Core Command suggests that the thief that stole the generator actually stole synthetic string that is required to craft vertigates. Marmaduke and Liam, you both know what a vertigate is. Vertigate is the center of a vertigate drive, which is what is used to be able to go through quantum force safely and securely. It is tied. So this is tied to a Cortexian informant. Gather further info on this, and you will be compensated by Core Command an additional 1,000 volts. If you take out the informant, you will be compensated 1,500 volts. If you capture them, it'll be 3,000 volts. That's on top of the 3,500 volts compensation from Tech Gen Marcus Jorn. It also has a coordinate on it that specifically says CMQF 236 sector 002 2534, and then the name of the command colony. Would you guys like to look at the other one, or?
Yeah, might as well.
Let's look at the ears.
It's not like it's going to like beam stuff at us and force us to do it.
So you open up the other one that says secret coordinates. This one says, located on the eastern isles of New Vomark is an abandoned secret base where scouts have discovered a computer system detailing out coordinate lists for a major faction movement. Commander Halen seeks a team of engineers to disable the computer system before the lists get into the wrong hands. You'll be paid 1,500 volts to the engineers who will disable the computer system. Directive 140 specifically states the squad will be paid 5,000 volts to recover coordinate paths taken by the Daimon Cortex. Also, there's a note that specifies you cannot, information about Directive 140 cannot be given to Commander Halen.
Meow.
Meow.
This whole
Meow indeed,
disabling computers, thinking about computers. You guys like recall your guys' situation with the computers from before. You know, when you guys fell unconscious.
I like the other one.
I echo Arok's meow, and I also echo Liam's preference. However, we all know that bringing someone in alive is not my specialty. We may need to. Oh, but you're all good at stuff. Arok and Sai, you're especially good at that stuff.
I mean, you can always just take
Liam.
them out for 1,500 volts if that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah, it's not like we're going to get. It's not like there's a penalty.
Yes, but I mean,
They clearly prefer.
money. They would prefer, and I'd really,
Good work
I like
relations are good, you know?
right, and I really like money, so that's another good thing. I mean, I like combat and space combat, but money is.
Liam,
Oh, hang on, and Elvor.
do you have some non-lethal abilities, or are you straight?
I mean, I have some medicine, so I could probably revive someone.
Maybe we should gear up somewhere.
Marmaduke, you know that, well, the best engineers work at Rento.
Rock perks up at the idea of gear.
Mm-hmm.
I want to
How
get
many-
more things.
We've got to take. All right. Well, we've got to take him shopping. I
Yeah.
I feel like we're edging toward Rento, aren't we?
Maybe a little.
I mean,
Yes.
there's a race in that one, right?
That's true. Oh! I didn't even. Thank
And
you for
also-
reminding me.
It
Also,
specifically
don't
said
you have
it specifically said that the stolen synthetic string from what Directive 140 is saying is that this Cortexian informant took the stolen materials through the pod racing track of Rento Run. So you'll have to go through there in order to see if you can search for this informant and recover the stolen materials, as well as maybe taking them out or capturing them, depending on what you want to do.
We need the
we could
silly
pretend to be
string.
a pod racing team.
Do we really have to
Pretend.
I mean, we've got a pretty good basis for a pod racing team, as far as I know.
Yeah, I could probably make a pod for us. I'm assuming it's a scrapyard thing.
Do we? How far are we going with pretending here? Are we actually going to compete?
Might as well.
If we're going, no, let's compete.
You all see Marmaduke going yes, in his yes. I reach out for a fist bump with Liam. That was teamwork. We're going to race. It's going to be great.
So, the plan is Rento Run. Are you guys going to accept this mission?
Accept.
I want to race. I can't wait to
Yes.
drive. I've never driven before.
Ooh, that's okay. We're going to have
Maybe a rock shouldn't be in the pilot seat and be more supportable.
in pod races. In pod races, are there? Is it a bit like do we shoot at each other?
There are certain pod races that require shooting, but it's mostly racing, and then there are like obstacles to deal with.
So is there a situation where we may have a gunner? Where it'd be pilot and
Yes.
gunner?
Yeah.
In that case, Rock, you'll definitely be involved.
Yeah. Drive over the question mark blocks.
There you guys go.
Fire those blue shells.
There's the information of the Rento Run mission. So you guys can check it out in the Discord. Sorry, everyone on the stream or listening, but you only get the description spoken by word.
Spirit of the mind. You'll get used to it.
Yep. But
You also might want to check if there's any other side things on your own mercenary
Anyone who
line.
has aphantasia.
Something occurs to me. We may have competition. To any squad that recovers the stolen generator. We may have rivals.
You did hear that the General Plutel specifically said that there will be other squadrons that you might work with on Directive 140.
Do we have to work with them?
I mean, the goal is to take out the Dynamo Cortex and the Zelig Dynasty and all that stuff. So. Yeah. So I take it you guys accept this mission and get ready to go and begin heading off to Rento, correct?
Oh yes.
All right. So you guys accept it, and it all like the mission gets inputted into each of your codexes. They appear, and let's get situated, right? Shall we? Who's co-piloting?
I guess Liam got volunteered.
Liam's gonna co-pilot.
Yay. We have a literal dedicated AI for co-piloting.
Oh, you have
Pop
to
in,
you have to
buddy.
you have to
I'll-
upload Buddy to the ship's systems first.
Do that. You ready to get a different body, buddy?
A different body, but I like this body.
Well, it would be like the ship,
Oh,
because you'll be the co-pilot. So, right?
you want me to co-pilot this ship?
You good with that?
I
or
mean,
do you not want to?
I can try, but it might take some time for me to upload my entire system database into this ship.
Ah, well. I guess
Temporary
I'll do
measures.
it.
Then I hop in the seat.
All right.
Okay.
There we go.
Sai goes over to hop in the seat of the
And
co-pilot.
I'll help Buddy.
Rock follows because he's curious.
Marmaduke, I believe you should take your seat up at the front.
Going to be in here.
But he's got in the
Oh.
pilot room when it first sets off. That's just tradition.
All right.
Yes.
And
Should I like make dedicated squares? I think I should.
the only person who isn't tier 2 is Sai, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone else can choose another role if they'd like. I know Marmaduke is pilot. There's pilot, co-pilot, tech, gunner, medic, and infiltrator, and captain if you want to be a captain, the captain of the ship.
Marm's definitely captain pilot.
Rock becomes the captain. Look at me. I am the captain now.
Rock can be captain. Everybody subclasses in the ship as captain.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
All right. I would like a navigation check from the co-pilot, and I'd like a piloting check from the pilot.
Pretty decently.
Piloting. Oh. Piloting. Oh. Yes.
Well
I-
then,
I give Marm a high five.
Yes.
Sai,
Oh, I've been waiting for this for a long time.
Sai, you easily take the coordinates that are listed on the mission and input it into the navigation system, and it inputs very, very easily. And then Marmaduke, you go and press onto the buttons and begin to turn on the drives and the thrusters as the ship begins to activate. And you guys begin to lift off from this hangar bay and begins to lift upward and upward and upward outside of the hangar, and then you begin to go up into the atmosphere of the harbor. And Marmaduke, you see the thrusters are ready to be activated for you to escape the escape. Well, the escape. What was it called? The escape velocity. Escape.
Yes,
Yeah.
escape velocity.
Yeah. What?
Ready?
Terminal velocity?
No, escape.
Escape?
it's-
Okay.
Yeah.
Escape velocity.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I mean,
Punch it.
punch it. So,
Here we go.
you punch it, and you feel yourself. Everyone begins to move backward. You feel the G forces beginning to push you back. I'd like everyone who's in the
I
cockpit.
think I'm laughing as this happens.
Everyone's in the cockpit. I would like endurance checks.
This is the most joy you've ever heard from Marmaduke 9.
Well, good thing
Oh,
you don't
yeah.
have a stomach.
Endurance, sorry. Endurance?
Yes.
Endured a 16.
Literally
Literally worse.
Perhaps I'm fucking.
You guys feel the G forces beginning to push you back into your chairs. Sai, you can feel it. Almost feels like the internal parts of your frame are beginning to get kind of like squeezed together and knotted up a bit as it feels strange. It feels like there's different parts of your mental brain that's beginning to start feeling strained up a bit. You do take, and Marmaduke, you only take 2 points. 2 points to your stamina. But
Okay.
as you guys fly outside of the atmosphere of, well, the harbor, you begin to see the outline of the massive planetary ring that the harbor has. You see other pods that are flying out, very few at a time, but you can see satellites beginning to come into view, celestial rocks that are surrounding you, and you begin to pilot towards the nearest quantum force to the pillar of the harbor, and you feel the thrusters are continuing to move, and you feel you have 3 drive cores. You have a jump drive, quad drive, and a vertigo drive. So right now you could use the jump drive to get to your destination, the quantum force, within the next hour or so. As you look at it, you see Marmaduke, the 3 switches to activate the 3 drives.
You know, apologies for that, Sai. I probably shouldn't have so vigorously, but you have to see what a ship can do.
Give me a bit to get used to it.
I did ask if you were ready. I just didn't give you a chance to respond. I just sort of did it. Sorry.
I mean, I feel like I was ready as I could have prepared myself for. So
yeah.
you're good.
Uh,
I'm just not.
Yeah, these thrusters are really something. Anyway, are you ready to jump?
I don't know. Are we really ready for that?
Let's find out.
I don't think there's room in here.
So
Buddy can jump.
you're gonna activate the jump drive.
Jump drive. Boop.
You activate it, and you feel well, you don't really feel much except for the space around the viewer begins to shift into what looks like, it almost looks like a red coloration around the viewer, and then you see it almost looks like the space around you begins to bend and twist as you begin to jump through space. You see on the clock, it looks like the coordinates to the quantum force, the nearest quantum force, is about 55 minutes away. You guys can roleplay amongst yourselves, can do some downtime activities inside the ship, like crafting, or talking, or doing whatever you want to do in the meantime.
Red shifting.
Buddy, how are you doing? You working on that?
I am uploading. This might take a few days.
So here's a good question. Would you be able to de-upload yourself just as quick, or is this going to take a lot?
De-upload myself? How? What do you mean?
Like swapping back to your current body.
You want me to leave this body? I'm just uploading my understanding of how pods work, but I need to make sure that this pod is calibrated to myself so that I can.
Okay.
I don't want to lose my body so I can move around with you all.
I was actually worried about that. That was what I was making sure.
Yes.
You're
So,
buddy.
so you're uploading now, and this is sort of the calibration upload, and then once you've done that, then you can upload and download between your body and ship a bit quicker.
Not only that, no. I will still have control over my body, but I will also be able to control the ship's systems in the cockpit here.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yes, I will be able to
what a
pilot for
load.
you when you guys do go out of the ship. So if you ever need to be picked up, I can pick up the ship for you,
Oh, brilliant.
which is fun. I just need to be within a good range of the ship in order to access it. So if you do take me, we need to stay close to the ship, at least on the same planet.
Noted.
But don't let me get stolen. If I get stolen, then you can't get the ship. Unless you guys have access to the ship.
We're going to need to keep a close eye on you then. Here's a thought. We can't just be calling it the ship. We need a name. The ship needs a name. And I realize it took us a little...
Pretty
It
sure
took
we
us-
just cursed ourselves.
Well, it took us a little while to... Well, potentially. But it took us a little while to come up with Squad 119. So, we're going to need...
Guardian Squad
Let's
119,
brainstorm
Hyperforce Go.
I mean,
it.
this is just literally the heart of our operations, so I feel like we should just go with the heart.
The heart.
The Bat Cave.
We have bats in here? We should get bats. Oh, well, they might interfere
Are
with
we
the
gonna
electric-
start a side exotic pet business?
We're already doing the a cappella group. We can't do two. That might be a bit too much. I
All
like
the side
heart.
gigs.
I like the heart. That's good.
Shippy McShippington.
That's also good.
I like official documents, Shippy McShippington, but it's the heart.
I think I like the heart.
Mmm.
What do you think, buddy?
This is where the heart is.
Yeah.
I heard that.
What do you
in a
think,
jingle
buddy?
once.
I think that could work.
What's heart in other fun languages?
Arthadian, give me heart in all the languages I know. What are all the
Rotanian?
languages I know? Simple, Cyrox,
Well,
Magillary,
simple is just heart. But,
Rotanian. Yeah.
Magilli
I
doesn't
don't
have.
think we want to use Synox on it.
Psyox is just.
Yeah.
Rest on.
Let's call it that.
Let's just call it.
Mhm.
What is it in Reticon?
in Reticon, it would be. Okay, now you're just making me have to
We
forget.
are pop quizzing our lore master right here, right now.
Yep.
How do you pronounce random word in your language? One in the languages. Let's go.
In what is the actual name of the freaking language for Redicon? God damn it.
Botanian?
No, Redicon
No.
have a different language. But Votanian it is Hether. Hether.
Affair.
Hether. Hether.
Affair.
Hether.
Affair.
Hether.
There.
Like heifer.
Like
Heth there. There.
Hether.
There.
Heifer.
This is so stupid.
Heifer.
I can't roll my.
Sai is gonna giggle at your guys' pronunciations.
What, am I saying it wrong? Did I say something embarrassing?
Where is
No,
my-
just the accent. It's fun.
Oh, heifer.
The word.
I'm going into the actual area where it says all the languages.
How is it spelled? How is it spelled?
Sai will write it down for you.
I'll write it down for
Can
you.
you write it down in the Discord chat? Heifer.
There you go. Orlanian.
Here.
In Orlanian, it is pronounced
Heifer. Ooh.
If any.
Rivos.
Rivas.
Ooh.
Canton.
Rivos. Ooh.
Here, I'll type in map
Ooh.
tool so that those who are watching can actually see.
Yes, take a look.
Oh, I was
There.
pasting it in stream chat.
Oh, okay, yeah. Those who are on stream chat can see that too. But this is also for like the YouTube channel too, when it pops
What
up
would
there.
be the
Yes.
article?
We could call it the Rivos heart and really confuse people. They'd be like, it's the heart. What's he talking about?
It's the heart of
I
hearts.
mean, the heart's heart.
It's the heart of hearts.
Yeah.
The heart of hearts.
It sounds so stupid. I love it.
It's the heart.
Oh.
Where is he? There.
The heart of Rivos. Yes.
The heart of
The heart of Rivos. The heart of heart.
Oh my
I
gosh.
mean, we can just go there, Rivas.
Mm. We could.
I also have a translator. Do we have heart in Canton?
In Canton. Kitav.
Ooh. Oh, is that in the kiss my?
Kiss my Rivas.
Ooh. Ooh. I like it. Kiss my heart. See, it sounds rude, but it's actually really romantic.
You should send that to your lady.
Oh, I'm sending that to Alvora. Oh, my word.
Wait, you're actually gonna send that to Elvora.
She's going to love that.
You go and open up your codex and you.
Then a winky face.
You you see she sends a winky face and a heart to you.
Mm-hmm.
Same heart shape that she appeared as in previous episodes, ironically.
Oh, that's perfect.
Liam, I'd like you to roll me a discipline check.
Oh goodness. Oh, why am I
Oh no, emojis trigger him.
16? Stay away from me.
Did you level that up a lot? And it looks like you did.
I don't think so.
You're just rolling it really well right now.
Yeah.
Go ahead and okay. So as you sit there, you get a feeling in the back of your head, like a little calling to another room inside the ship, but that's about it.
I'm going to just stay here and make sure Buddy's okay with his upload.
Okay. Buddy is just sitting there looking at each person, but that feeling is just lingering in the back of your head. What is everyone else doing? About over the course of this conversation, it was basically like about 10 minutes or so.
Well, once... I mean, hang on. Is it Kiss My Rivas? Is that what we're calling it?
Sure.
I like it.
No, it's just a joke.
Or
Can't
the
resist non sequiturs.
I think I like.
But it's beautiful.
I think Heather.
The Rivas
think
kiss.
Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. I think Heather has more pun potential.
Oh, Heather, yes.
Heather. The Heather.
Heather.
Well,
Kiss
my
her
dick and all
fear.
of ours. It's perfect.
But Rivas kiss sounds cooler.
I think cool is a good measure.
Or it could just sound really dorky, but you know.
Oh, it could, but anyone who thinks we're dorks can suck our torpedoes, frankly.
Rock's checking if the chairs are suitable.
The chair is it's a decent size to where you can actually kind of sit in it and still feel somewhat comfortable. You feel like the lounge area back inside the other room would probably be better for you.
There's a thought. We haven't yet picked out our rooms. We have 3 rooms to choose from.
Rock immediately gets up.
As long as, you know what, I'll put it safe somewhere else. I can take the couch.
Dibs on
You
the
sure?
workstation.
Yeah.
Oh, well, wherever the workstation is, I guess Liam's going there.
Well, if Liam's gonna sleep in the workstation.
Oh, I don't know. Are you sleeping in the workstation, Liam, or are you just going to the workstation?
It really wouldn't bother me. Either way.
You see, I don't really need sleep. Not in the way you guys do, so
Well, sleep is for the weak.
yes. So
I like your
as long as you
style,
don't-
Liam. I like your style.
as long as you guys aren't creeped out by still figure recalibrating on the couch in the middle of the night, you know. I'll take the couch.
Calibrate on the couch. All right. I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. So that means, so if one of us is sleeping where the workstation is, even though sleep is for the weak, and one of us is going on the couch, that means we have a spare room. Because a rock will take one and I'll take one.
Rest in storage.
When you guys checked,
we've got
out
a
the
guest
barracks,
bedroom.
when you guys checked out the barracks, that there were 3, each one, actually, so 2 of them had a one bunk bed, so you could actually have 2 people sleeping in one room, and then,
Oh, never mind. We have bunk
and then
beds.
and then there is a 3rd room with 2 bunk beds instead of it, so 4 people could sleep in there.
I'm taking the top bunk bed.
We all bunk in the
I'm
room. that most-
definitely not going to sleep underneath Arok. Arok's pretty big. That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
Rock, do you roll in your sleep?
I stay into the corner, so I will
Arok-
take the bottom bunk, I guess, and just
Arok,
use
do
it
you-
as storage.
Arok, do you crush in your sleep? Because that could be something. That could be a problem.
In your
Rock looks down at the ground in deep thought. He's not given an answer yet.
and turned a bit robot.
I don't mind. I don't mind you taking the top bunk.
I'm not bothered where I'm sleeping.
So that means we can probably turn one of these into like a gym, or something else. We've got a whole
station.
Yeah, we've got a whole or one of those. We've got a whole extra room to play.
Streaming studio.
Another 10 minutes have passed.
Hmm.
Do you guys want to continue to roleplay, or do you want to get to the quantum force?
Well, we gotta figure out what to do with this spare room.
That's what we've got to do. Let's draw up some plans for the spare room.
So we have an analyzing station and we have a work station, right?
You have a craft.
Yeah.
You have a crafting
Yeah.
bay.
Yes.
There is a rate, and then there's a generator chamber where all the radar fields are, and that's where you basically like search up for different anomalies throughout space. That's mainly for the tech role.
I mean, we could always set up a different station in here, or we could use it as a cargo bay. I think a spare room is nice.
Yeah. Also, I mean, if we're going to have a pod, if we're going to be if you're going to be a pod, we're going to need a garage.
Is there enough space in there to fit a pod?
You would probably have to get rid of one of the stations, which would require someone to work on the ship to like take out one of the stations and put in a different one.
What about if we use the spare room to make the pod?
That's not big enough.
Mm.
Well,
We may have to.
Like
we may have to
you'd
start
need to take-
constructing it when we land.
You would need to take out all 3 of the barracks to put in a pod bay.
yeah, yeah.
All right, we'll worry about that. We don't want to start knocking walls through or what have you.
I mean, I'm good at that.
I don't doubt it.
Just give me the helm real quick. I'll show you.
Now that is not an invitation that I'll take on, but I like the cut of your jib.
Are you sure there's not any side quests we can get distracted by instead of progressing the story?
I feel like this is a side quest.
Just trying to figure out what you guys are gonna do with an extra room.
This is like the Fallout 4 base building. It's like a side quest.
Half the session was picking out one of 3 ships.
Yep.
And
We're
then-
already at almost at an hour 45 minutes of this.
Yeah. The other half is
We're not
just
gonna leave the
chilling.
ship this session.
I know. I was planning on you guys just getting to the first world, but I don't even know you're gonna get there.
I mean, we will get there, and then the episode will cut.
Yep.
That's perfect.
As you guys are continuing, another 10 minutes pass. About 25 minutes until you reach the quantum force.
We should probably get out of quantum.
Should we arrive? Should we fast?
You guys haven't even gotten to the
around our
quantum force
destination.
yet. You guys haven't even gotten to the quantum force
Oh,
yet.
we're just
Probably.
circling around the
You guys are
end point.
you're in jump. You're basically in a jump route right now to get to the quantum force.
Should we time skip to arrival at the quantum force?
I feel like this is a trap. And
As
the
long
quantum
as we
force
roll
is-
a high enough endurance check, I feel like we can keep chatting.
It'd be a discipline check for you guys as you reach the quantum force. Oh, you guys are actually doing it right now? Okay.
I mean,
we know
I
what's
rolled to
going to
prepare.
happen.
We might as
29
well.
is pretty good, yeah.
No,
Oh,
it was so good.
oh man, I love it when we have 9s in our rolls.
Are you good, Liam? Oh no.
Oh, we've got crits. So I completely ignore all quantum BS.
I wish
You
I could.
stand serenely as we slow from
As you guys
faster than light
as you
speed to
guys
normal speed.
approach,
I play with the shapes.
as you approach, Marmaduke, you see a little alert appear, and you know that alert to be like a strap-in symbol to strap into safety harnesses.
All right, everyone, buckle up into your seats. Close your tray tables.
You see,
Rock
Buddy's like,
is
I am
That's the
not
way
done
they'll
uploading,
treat
but I need to strap in.
Yes.
Here,
Safety first.
here,
And
let me help you, buddy.
you go and strap in Buddy. And as you guys are all strapped in, you go through the quantum force. Ooh.
Oh man, I love that sound effect. It's so nostalgic.
You travel through and you feel yourselves all kind of shift for a second and then get through the quantum force. And Liam, you feel that pull from before going to the crafting bay. It returns, but stronger this time. Like I need to go
I must-
over there.
All right, I'll comply with it.
As you
You're unbuckling.
you
Oh.
you guys see Liam like automatically unbuckle as soon as you guys get through the quantum force, and now you see you now have to activate the jump drive again, Marmaduke, and as soon as you do activate it, you see that you start going through another jump route, and you see that it is going to take you about 2 hours to get to where you're going.
Oh. All right.
I guess
Jump.
we can talk more,
More
about
2
that
hours.
spare room then.
Talk about
Another 2 hours.
Well, talking about the spare room in the quantum realm have weird effects on the spare room.
Well, you guys aren't in
It's
the quantum realm.
expanding,
You
contracting.
guys are not in the quantum realm anymore. But Liam,
Oh, damn.
Liam, as you are going over to the crafting
I think
bay,
that's over here.
the crafting bay. Sure, yeah. But we'll say that's where the crafting bay is. You see, one of the stations there. You can see the materials inside of it that are just sitting there, and it's almost like you can see them glowing, and they look identical to the same materials that you had a vision of inside your dream the other night when you were told that you needed to make something for Marmaduke 9 to help him.
Jesus takes the wheel.
Who's Jesus?
Rocky, you're not inside the same room as him.
He's really good at hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sai and I just look at each other like, what?
now Rock's the one hearing things that we can't hear.
Liam, I would like you to roll me a craft check.
Can I?
Yes, you may
weapons
use
it?
salvaging if you'd like.
Is this not weapons too?
Do you have the weaponsmith as well? You can use both if you have the stamina to do so.
Weaponsmith. Oh shoot, I don't have it written down what it does.
I'll look at it for
Like,
you. Give me a second.
Not to be confused with Sagasmith, because that's Dr. Cal. You can see him in the Doctor. Every
Every Thursday at 6 p.m.
Tune in to the doctor.
oh no, I don't want to make a new account. Log me in.
Weaponsmith. When rolling a craft intellect check to smith a new weapon, you can add this skill's rank die to the roll. And with talent, you can add an additional function to the weapon crafting. If you have talent in it. I believe you have talent in it, correct?
You should, yeah.
Okay, so if you did use Weaponsmith, it would cost you 10 stamina, and if you used Salvaging at the same time, it would cost 7, so 17 stamina
17.
altogether, and you would get, what rank is Weaponsmith?
Rank 2.
So you get a D6 and a D10 if Salvaging is still rank 4.
How do I do a generic roll for the D6 and 10?
It'd be brackets, the box brackets,
Oh yeah, yeah. The
and then just
boxes,
add
thank
them.
It's double, so
D
Bracket, bracket.
10,
no, actually one.
One, it should be one
Plus
bracket.
D
Yeah,
6 bracket. That's
that doesn't
not
make any
even
sense.
possible.
That doesn't make
Yeah.
any sense.
Bracket
Oh, did you put
1D.
equals?
10
Oh, you put equals. That's why. You didn't put plus.
plus. Oh, oops. Oh, I must have not pressed the shift.
Yeah, you didn't press shift.
1d6 plus. Ooh.
Now add that to your craft, whatever you roll on the craft. Ooh, 35. 35.
Oh, good lord.
Enjoy that, Marmaduke.
I'm going to. I don't even know what it is yet.
Maybe I want to keep it.
So
How many? 17, you say? Energy. Stamina.
as you go over, Liam, you begin to grab all the materials that you need and begin to craft this bow with a bunch of arrows. And let's see how many arrows you make. I rolled really well for that. You make 89 arrows.
Damn.
Whoa.
I was very efficient.
But you do take most of the time in the 2 hours, as suddenly you Marmaduke hear the on the systems in front of you. You see the jump route is beginning to get closer to the world that you're probably gonna hit if you don't get out of the jump route space.
All right, here we go. Throttling back.
You pull back. As you pull back, you see the ship, and you see, it looks like a grayish, brightly lit white world that it's like a gray and white that has multiple satellites orbiting its system, and you begin to head into the atmosphere as you see the clouds are like a darkish, blackish gray. And as you pilot downwards, I'd like you to roll me a piloting check, Marmaduke.
Oh no. There we are. Piloting. Ooh, 26.
26. You easy enough. You begin to kind of fly down into the atmosphere. You feel the pod is beginning to shake a little bit. Everyone can feel the shaking of the pod, but Marmaduke begins to change a few dials to make sure that it seems to kind of use the aerodynamics of what the pod has to offer, and you begin to kind of glide downward, and you feel the bumpy sensation begins to diminish a bit. As you can see Marmaduke's skill behind the pilot's chair.
Apologies for this planet's atmosphere, everyone. It was a little more testy than I thought it would be.
You suddenly hear on the computer systems. Sai, you see over there is someone hailing you.
I look at the name, but I don't open
You
yet.
see Rento Command Station.
Yeah, I'll open.
It. Attention, Gunner Command Pod. State your squad name and business.
We are Guardian Squad 19 Hyperforce Go aboard the Rivos Kiss. We are here for the pod race. And to assist on with the thing. The generator thing.
Please land in Hangar Bay X27. Here, sending the coordinates now. And you get coordinates linked to your system, to the nav systems. Sai.
Yep. Okay.
And
That's
you
nice.
hear it fades off. And as you guys begin to fly down into Rento, Marmaduke, I'd like you to roll me a discipline will check.
The old
You were having such a
familiar,
good day.
the old familiar planet. Mm.
Disappoint. As you glide down, Marmaduke, you can see the dirt, the gray sand that you crash landed on, and you begin to remember that feeling, that lingering feeling in your stomach. It captures you for a second, but you grip onto the pilot's the handles near you, and you squeeze tightly as you continue to pilot down, and you reach the command station as it lands. Sai, you look over at the actual the coordinates that you were sent is not the same coordinates that is on the actual mission that you are going to, but you have officially landed on Rento. And with that, we are going to end the session there.
Yay, we have a ship, we have a ship, we have a ship.
We have a
We've got
ship, and you know what the more miraculous thing about this whole thing? We managed to come up and decide on a name within 2 hours span
That was
period.
like the fastest thing.
Decided on a ship and a name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, that was a fun little session, and now the main story is going to truly, commence next session on the 12th entry. Yes.
Speak the truth, Arthadian. How long did you think the ship choosing would actually be?
Honestly, I mean, I thought you guys would pick the stealth pod. To be honest,
Ooh.
yeah,
I was very wanting that armor. Big space.
yeah.
Using my expertise in stuff that Rock can possibly know, I thought the gunner ship was the best one for everyone involved.
I like the
Because
I like the
stealth
gunner.
one does not have crafting station zone.
No, the stealth
that would've-
the stealth
Yeah.
one has crafting.
Of all the things, I feel like crafting station was going to be the easiest to obtain.
Hmm.
I'll say all
Because
three of those
Al
were
has a
very.
portable one.
Well,
Yeah, all
we will
three
see.
of those were very well balanced.
We'll see what
So it
what
was a
happens.
tough choice.
We'll see what happens in the sessions to come, but I'm excited for it all. And Rento, Marmaduke.
Rento, I'm back.
Not to be confused with Rectome, fellow Recton.
Anyways,
Not to be
Rectome
confused with
old
Rector.
man.
Anyways, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Oh no, my outro music is gone. Oh, I gotta get to my outro music on.
Do, do, do.
Dun, 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 dun,
You
dun,
guys are
dun.
crazy.
Ooh.
Hey, hey, Liam, you were getting all like all upset at you were getting all upset at Marmaduke earlier, like making sure that he wouldn't go through a fragment, but he did.
Well, yeah.
Marmaduke needs
I
to
think he did a
defrag
pretty
his
good
hard
job.
drive.
I can't expect people to be perfect all the time.
Well, thank you all for listening to this 11th session of the New Age. Please like, share, subscribe, follow. Follow all of us. Come and join the Discord server where we have some fun, and we do this every other Tuesday. The next Tuesday is going to be the 12th session where we begin the Rento arc. And that'll start on April 25th. April 25th, where
Next
we're getting further
Tuesday
and further.
section will be on Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesdays. It's Tabletop Tuesdays with the Reborn and Power crew. So,
Yeah.
thank you all for listening, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power. Bye, everyone.